Ramble.
This episode of The TryPod is brought to you by DoorDash. Use code TryPod for 25% off your order of $15 or more. Also, thank you to DoorDash, Upstart, and Warby Parker for sponsoring this episode.
Miles, what is this?
That's my wallet.
Okay, because I just saw an ad on my phone for what was called the Tesla of wallets. And I'm like, how the fuck is that?
Let me tell you, Zach, you know how I'm into keyboards? This is a wallet made by an obscure Australian keyboard company. Australian. Yeah, Mike.
I'm going to tell you, I don't like it.
I don't like it.
This is a terrible way to get stuff out.
Disagree.
Look at my wallet.
Ned,
tell me this is not a better
solution.
Wallet.
So first of all, no, this sucks.
What are you fucking talking about?
This sucks ass.
What do you mean it sucks ass?
Listen to my wallet.
I can't even get the cards back in over this.
Welcome to the TryPod, everybody. It's wallet season.
Okay,
the top of it is just another extra credit card for no reason.
No, it's not. Give me the wallet.
Let's describe this, okay? This is an audio podcast.
Use it.
This is an audio
Point the
podcast.
credit cards toward the camera first.
Yeah,
This is
get all my
And the
credit card numbers in there.
ID, everything.
It's a metal. It's a metal thing.
Yeah.
That you. How would you describe this key? It almost looks like
show you.
no, Miles.
Like a
you
sliding
show
door.
It looks like the charger that goes in your away suitcase.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does.
It's
like
much
a portable
thinner.
battery, much thinner, and you slide the metal off slowly. It's sexy. Then you look at Miles' personal information, and then it's one at a time where you have to slide. So you can't even
No,
slide.
that's
no
incorrect.
good.
You're not even using it.
What do
Show
you
me how to
mean
use
I'm
it.
incorrect? How are you? Okay, get me the third
Let
card
the
out.
user.
Yeah, give me the third card
Do the
out
thing.
and only the third card
Okay.
without moving any of the other cards.
So it's very simple. I know you guys are sort of a little older, so like,
Yeah.
let me sort of explain to you how this works.
Elder millennials.
So,
Thumbs don't work.
first of all, how many cards do you guys have in your wallet? Zach, I see you have fucking 47 cards in here.
Okay, I have my credit cards.
And you have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you don't need all these cards, right?
What are you talking about?
What are
talking
you
about, Miles?
what are you putting out? Okay, how many credit cards do you have?
I have 2 debit cards.
Okay, and how often are you using both?
I just traveled. I was traveling.
It doesn't matter.
Miles, we are company executives.
Give it to me.
We
You're
have
right.
like,
I
I have
have-
my company
we have
card
like
in here.
13 different
I
businesses.
have my ID, my insurance card, and my
Right.
Costco card.
Perfect.
For runs.
Yeah.
Then I have my
I'm
business
going to go
card.
get my wallet so you
Get
can
your
roast
wallets.
my wallet.
I have
Your
my
wallets.
business card.
Your business card
my
is what?
What?
How often are you giving out a business card?
Every single day. I use that for everything.
You give out your business
No,
card?
he means he uses. He uses
Oh, no, my
business
business
your
credit
business
card.
credit card. Yeah,
I have my
that's
business credit card, my personal credit card, and then debits for both.
Okay, so this is how
That is a lean wallet,
So,
by the way.
First of all, yes, and that's correct.
I am
You're lean.
outraged.
But look at this. So if I want a card, I push up like that. And now if I push up, I can see all the cards here. Oh, do I need my company card? I pull that out and I lock this back. If I need this back in here, if I need this card, they're all available. Then I just do that and it's going to
Okay,
back to my wallet.
honestly, the way that you just did that was
Yeah.
pretty fucking hot.
Right. So Ned's missed the sexy moment that I
Do
just
it
gave.
again.
Watch.
Do it
So
again.
you're being like, it's so hard. All right.
Yeah.
So if I need, it's because you use extra pressure. So if I need any of these cards, I push up hard like that. Oh, I need this card, that card, whatever. Then I just click it back. So you just
So sort of an
use
accordion?
pressure. Yeah. You
Yeah, I
just
mean, I'm
take
not
this.
gonna lie. He kind of sold me on that.
Let me try it again.
By the way,
Yeah, you
mine
just
works
push
exactly.
extra pressure. Just
Mine
push
works
your finger
exactly
up.
the same way and is objectively sexier looking than yours.
Yours is leather, which I think is
extra
sort
pressure.
of yeah, and then you just have all the cards right
And-
there.
and
And you
you're
look on the
not
back, go to the back, and
and
then you
it's
just pick the card you want.
Engraved. It's got my initials.
Yeah, that's cute.
And it's pretty hot.
I got one of these.
And it's
Quite
metal.
as sexy as you made it look, but I can appreciate.
I got this
maybe
cool new
there
model. It's
is
called a
some-
trifold.
So I had one of these. Yeah,
There's three folds.
Keith's wallet is an old man's wallet from the
And
20s.
I got all my cards rubbing against each other here, and I got some other cards rubbing against each other here. I got cash money.
Here's my wallet.
Because cash
Where's my
runs
wallet,
the
Miles?
world. I got
Nice.
4 singles.
Let me tell you that
Head.
so I hate having a thick wallet. I love being thin. I hate carrying cash. I love being with Keith because Keith always has cash. And he hasn't said anything yet, but I'm certain that he should resent me. I don't know if you do at this point,
My
but
wife
you
still
should.
has my ID.
What's that?
My wife has my ID left over from something.
That's very cute.
I mooch on Keith's cash constantly.
Now, Ned, this isn't a bad
I'm going
wallet.
to buy you one expensive dinner
Someday.
once every 5 years.
I always have cash. I like having the simplicity of cash. I also, one of my biggest pet peeves is being trapped at a restaurant because they won't bring me the bill. So I found
Sorry,
the best.
it's a pet peeve.
Yeah.
As in a tiny little thing that happens to you often.
It happens a lot.
Oh, like you're waiting for your card?
Yeah, and like, or I'm waiting for the check to come at all, and I'm like trapped. I have to leave. I need to go to a show, and the server is busy.
Oh,
And
I heard the restaurant was trapping you because you didn't have your money on you to pay the bill.
I mean, the server's been basically the server has too many tables. Not their fault.
Yeah.
They don't have time to bring me my check. I need to leave.
Yep.
I need to leave. I can't be here anymore. I've been waiting for my check for 15 minutes. He wants to give you your wallet back. And I want to leave, and I can leave if I have cash.
Yeah, that's true.
I can just guesstimate how much it costs and overpay and leave.
Oh, and that's nice. Yeah.
That's
Now-
yeah,
And
that's
I'm a
that's
winner
hot.
in all ways. The server
Hot.
gets cash. They get a bigger tip. It's just there. And I'll walk up to the server. I'm like, here's some cash. I don't want anybody to take it off the table. I have to go. And they're normally like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it's all cool. Good. I got to go.
Yeah.
I have to go.
And now, very exciting, Mr. Bonsignore.
Yes, sir.
Once upon a time, a long time ago, we had an episode on this show where we pitched you some brilliant products.
Yeah.
We pitched you giant bugs that fight. We
yeah.
pitched you giant bugs that move your car. We pitched you a stock price based beer garden, which
Yeah.
many people have sent me. It does exist. It's real. Keith and I have for you the
Wow.
next hot
no,
new
not
business
this. Not this
proposition.
again.
And
Oh,
Ned's
shit.
a fucking hater, and he's out.
All right, sharks. Well, please present me, and I'll see if I want to invest.
Okay. You're at a fun place.
Yes.
And it's a place, maybe let's just use, for example, a drag brunch. Or a drag brunch, it's nice to have cash.
Yeah.
Right? The bar, for whatever reason, you can't get cash. What if cash could come to you right now? What if like Uber, you could call a car to just bring you cash and you pay the Uber for cash? It's basically an ATM on wheels. The ATM comes to you.
For $5, I will bring you
Cash.
cold, hard
Cash money.
cash.
Now,
You presented it as 10% when we were at the restaurant.
Well,
Yeah,
Thank
what's
you
the
very
fee
much.
for the person?
$5 would not
It's
be
like
profitable
Uber.
for that business.
okay,
Yeah.
first of all, we're going to do a deficit
Again,
financing.
it's deficit financing, just like Uber. How for the first 10 years it was affordable, and now it's out of control.
Yeah.
because they
Ned, you've
gotcha.
made it very
Yeah.
clear that you do not want to invest. And by the way, we don't want your dirty money.
now here's my big question:
Yeah.
is who is bringing the cash?
We have
People.
We have drivers.
So are there? First of all, why
have
are they
a
in a
seri-
car? Why are they in a car?
We have because we need to get around town miles. We have a series of armored vehicles. They're going to
Armored vehicles?
We're rife for being
robbed.
attacked.
Obviously,
yeah,
people
you've
are gonna
got
rob
like
you.
cash just sort of willy nilly flying
Basically,
around.
we're here to disrupt the ATM industry.
Yeah.
Okay? That's a thing of the past. It's time to modernize.
ATMs are gross.
They're
Yeah.
gross. You
They're
gotta
in
push
s-
those buttons.
They're in
Ugh.
scary alleyways. They have confusing text
Yeah, I
on
agree.
them.
Yeah. I
They
agree.
make the horrible sounds that beep, 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 beep.
Sometimes they don't even work. They don't even work.
don't
Sometimes
even
Sometimes they don't
work.
work. They eat your
steal your
card.
money. Yeah.
They make that sound where you go
Yeah.
as it's dispensing the cash. Sometimes they hold on to your card while
Yeah.
you're doing your stuff. That's a threat.
That seems
So
scary.
so I'm at a drag brunch. I'm at a drag brunch, and I'm saying I need a little cash. I go on the app.
Yep.
And I say I need cash. And how long? How
10
long?
minutes or less, baby.
minutes or less.
Depending on where the drivers are in the area. We may have some
So $5 fee, 10 minutes or less.
We may have a driver 2 minutes away. It's like Uber, bro.
Yeah, and they show up armored vehicle guns. They give you what?
No
10,
guns.
20. What's the minimum amount of money
I actually don't think we need an armored vehicle. That
Probably
was a joke.
$40.
I think we just need like a black box armored thing,
Yeah.
ATM dispenser
So
in
a,
the thing.
a custom armored vehicle.
Basically,
Yeah.
we put in the ATM on wheels.
It seems like what you're pitching is an ATM.
No more.
on wheels.
On wheels.
On wheels.
Okay, you know those little delivery drone bots?
Yeah.
That like deliver your lunch? Imagine if they could deliver you
See, but
cash.
obviously that won't work, right? Because someone's going to just pick that up and trash it in their house. So you got to have a guy
a guy
or a lady.
His name's Robert
you're
or
Or they bring
Roberta.
you cash.
You're trying to Warby Parkerify ATMs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're disrupting the industry,
Which
bro.
I
Make them
like.
sexy.
I like
So
that idea.
they pitched this while we were on our tour, and it was at a restaurant. We argued. It was very funny, and the argument culminated in Keith paying me $20
for $200
to give him
cash.
$200 cash.
That's
He
insane.
Venmoed me $220, and I just gave him the contents of my wallet. It was the easiest $20 I ever made, and
Yeah.
Keith
Wow.
said, "You're welcome." Now you've proven that's proof of concept.
That's proof of concept.
And you know
I
what we
said
did,
that
Ned?
You know what I
someone will
did?
Buy it.
I walked 1 minute away. I got another $200 for $250, which, can we talk about ATM fees? Ugh.
$250, that's what I'm talking about?
Wait, 200. It cost you $2.50?
$2.50.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was like, what?
So you're telling me for double the price,
Yeah, but
I
that's-
could save you that walk,
no,
bro.
No way it's going to be profitable at
Also,
$5.
you know what we
only
also
made
did, Ned?
what,
We also
$15?
we
Yeah.
created a job. We employed you.
You sure did.
We're stimulating the economy.
Yeah. I'm willing to-
That was a great rate of an
was a good
hourly
rate.
rate. So 60
rate.
times 20.
Here's
That's
the thing
like
I think you're all-
thousands of dollars an hour.
You're vastly underestimating is how fucking
And
lazy
so the rest
people
of the
are.
trip, anytime we saw an ATM in, because
There
you
were
don't
so
understand,
many.
ATMs are everywhere.
Everywhere, by the
You
way.
don't even see them. You
are a
don't even
couple.
see them.
You
You
don't
look
even
right by
register.
them, but they're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Okay, but with
At
the
our
price
hotel, there was an ATM next to the elevator
and
in the
how
lobby.
and how
I guarantee you, any drag brunch, there's going to be an ATM near
yeah,
the bathroom.
but how
Right.
crazy is that we have to put ATMs everywhere? That's wasting real estate. That's expensive. They have to go around
So
all
rather,
those ATMs.
we should just waste someone's
There used to be
Create a
time,
job.
There used to be
emissions,
taxis
a car
everywhere.
driving everywhere.
and Uber made it happen, and
Yep.
they killed the taxi industry.
So I will buy
Right.
the company, but in full.
We're not done. First of all, we're allowing you to buy in.
Yeah, oh,
we
sorry.
are
we're
still
also
at the
going to
top.
start purchasing all the convenient ATMs and trashing them.
Yeah, right. But I want to
Create
pivot.
scarcity.
I want to pivot. It's an app, obviously.
Obviously,
Imagine
it's
this.
an app.
Okay,
Obviously,
okay.
it's an app. There's got to be a drone integration.
Yeah, well,
and you clearly blockchain.
Instead
something
of
blockchain.
instead of the idea of, I think that everyone needs to buy in. The app is whatever it's called. Do you have any cash?
Cash me.
But you put
Cash me if you can.
put in a request. Other people at the drag brunch are also members,
Oh.
so they
There you
get a
go.
ping. Do I have cash?
Ned could.
Right.
That's
yeah.
how you cut costs.
Well, yeah,
So it
honestly,
is
just-
what we did at the
It's just
restaurant.
cash near me.
Cash near
You
me.
put up a
It's
flag.
like
Does anybody
Grindr
have
for cash.
I'm willing,
It's
I'm
Grindr
willing
for
to pay
cash.
you money for cash.
And
right
here's
now.
what we're
there
gonna do.
are 5 ATMs within a 5-minute walk right now.
It's so hot outside
It's too
today.
hot.
I'm working. I'm busy. I don't have time. Time is money.
Yeah. Why would
you
you go to an
probably
ATM?
get it faster by walking to an ATM than.
But I would have to leave the
random
podcast.
person-
Oh, you
I'm in
yeah.
a podcast right now.
Yeah, so you think so? Have you ever had an Uber driver come into our office and
Give
do
you cash?
something for you?
I haven't needed them to yet.
Yeah, so
but
this will be
have you ever
different?
ordered your groceries?
Mm-hmm.
So
So
Why
There
would
you
you go
go.
to an ATM when you could have Dennis, age 20, give
Yeah.
you cash?
Right.
Or Pete, age 19, fun with a
cash.
little more to love.
Okay, I
So
love
you
your
cash.
idea. I love your idea
I
of
like
like
your-
seeing other
yeah.
people, right?
Yeah.
Like so
You
we're
see
not.
who has cash
And
in your
so,
neighborhood.
like
There's gonna be
Grinder,
so many
we
robberies.
see Keith. No. Keith,
you have to say that you want to have cash. You have to say you have cash.
Keith is 20
Yeah, you have
feet
to say
away,
you
and
want
he's got
cash.
$400 on
oh
him.
my god, it's just a robbery app.
But like sometimes
little
I'm
bit.
working. Sometimes I'm at the bar and I'm like, I'm having fun. I don't want to leave this bar to go get cash, but I do want to tip this guy
Many bars have ATMs inside of them.
that are gross.
Yeah, they're gross.
Yeah, what world would I go to a bar that doesn't have cash in Los Angeles? It
We're
would never
disrupting
happen.
the
Yeah.
system, Miles.
Would never happen. Well, that brings me to my final point.
Places that require cash only also have ATMs.
That's true, typically. But but that brings me to the wallet point. Now, you guys were like, I need 1 million cards. Okay, if you're going out, you're leaving your house. Do you need more than, like in my wallet, I have the company credit card, my debit card. I don't know that anyone needs more, and your ID, I guess.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to fight you on this one.
And I'm ready to hear it, but
Yeah.
and think about it like, you know that you're leaving for the day. You're
Yeah.
going out of your house.
Right.
Why do you need more?
Okay, so different credit cards have different point values on what you're purchasing. Let's say I'm going to the grocery store and to the gas station today. I have 2 different cards for those things.
Yeah.
Because I get more points on groceries with this card, more points on gas with this card. I have
Oh, sorry to interrupt real quick. Hi, Desiree, come on in.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Come on in, Desiree.
Desiree is entering with a $20 bill.
I texted at 12:33 for $20, and here just 1 minute later.
$12.34. How much you
Wow.
paying
Here she
for
is
it?
with $20.
Wow.
And
How much-
I
how
will
much do
pay
you pay?
a $5 fee for this. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Like
there you go.
now or
It's on the app.
so she's doing it on credit because you're her
You're doing
boss.
great. You're doing
So-
a great job
It's
here.
on the app.
So you've turned, Desiree.
Guys, how good was that?
Yeah, it was
I didn't
thrilling.
have to. Now, of course, I wouldn't do it for $20. I'd probably do it for like $100 or
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah.
But I was able to keep doing my job
Yeah, well, we also employed Desiree.
Yeah,
we just took 15 minutes out of her day.
This is the beta testing
way more
phase.
valuable than that.
Way more valuable
It's beta testing.
than that.
Way more valuable than
Ned,
that.
once again, you're out of the company.
I'm just saying, I mean, 15
but
minutes out of a 40-hour work week is not insignificant.
Yeah.
So there are reasons to have more cards on you. Granted,
That makes
not
sense.
every single day, but sometimes you keep them all in your wallet because I don't know if I'm going to Target this afternoon, so I want to have my Target card with me because Becky might say like, "Hey, could you swing by Target?"
Well,
and
that
grab
you
toilet
can put in
paper?"
their app, actually.
I can.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
That's
nice.
It's huge because I hate, carrying around extra cards too.
Longtime TryPod listeners are going to be very excited right now because they'll remember back
That
in
I
the
knew
day,
nothing
Keith
about.
was anti-credit card
Yeah.
in general.
And
But
that's fair.
I still don't love credit cards, but I
either.
understand why.
It's a necessary evil.
They're a necessary evil.
Yeah, that is a necessary evil. I got that,
Warby Parker was founded with a rebellious spirit and a lofty goal to create boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. They're committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores, offering eyeglasses, sunglasses, eye exams, and contact lenses. Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Warby Parker also offers their very own daily contact lens, Scout by Warby Parker. Scout is a comfortable, breathable, and affordable daily contact lens. A 90-day pack is only $55. I took the quiz and got the home try-on kit, which was awesome. I had several sunglasses that piqued my interest, and to be able to try them on all at home and then send back the ones that I knew I didn't want was amazing. It's a really great service. Try Warby Parker's free home try-on program. Order 5 pairs of glasses to try at home for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/tryguys. That's warbyparker.com/tryguys. If you dread looking at your credit card statements, you're not alone. The weight of debt can be crippling, but Upstart can help you on your path to financial freedom. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan, all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. Rather than looking at credit score alone, Upstart considers other factors like your income, current employment, and credit history to find you a smarter rate for your loan. You can check your rate without impacting your credit score in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You can even receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/tryguys. That's upstart.com/tryguys. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Upstart.com/tryguys.
I think you're right, though. I probably have too many credit cards in my
To
wallet.
me, though, you know what it is? Having the Target card for the Target card on like an offhand that I'm going to go to Target is not worth my wallet.
Is your wallet really that much thinner than, say, mine? Yours
Yes.
is about
Your
half
wallet is-
as
Your wallet is
thin
pretty
as
thin.
mine. But like, I don't think mine is thick enough that I start being like, oh, my wallet's too thick.
I know, but that's the.
And I got 8. I have too many cards in here. I probably have 8 cards.
If I could, I would like it all to be the same, but I don't want to get like a phone wallet case that's like all this stuff. But I just am into just like, this is all I need. It's just a tiny little, you know what it is? It's the everyday carry, which is sort of a trend. It's on
the
YouTube.
everyday carry.
Everyday carry.
Oh, what do you carry every day?
Well, it's like about like, you know, people are like, I've got my iPhone, the Samsung Galaxy Note with the tiny wallet and my key ring that's also like a fob.
Yeah.
People like to have like a very specific everyday carry.
Yeah, I mean, I
would
have my
say
everyday carry.
The threshold for a thin wallet that feels good is, can I wear it in gym shorts, go for a jog, and have it not bang around my ding dong?
Oh,
and
it's-
really,
yeah.
the threshold for that is like a single credit card.
Think about it this way. You're dating though. If you're at a bar, someone's like, oh, can you pay? Let me buy the drinks. Come on. I pull out this.
Why would that be bad? Why would it matter?
Listen to this.
You know
you've got a
it.
fat-
You know you're not getting laid with a fat
yeah,
wallet.
but what
love
if
a big
inside
fat
are just all
Means I got a big
crisp
fat
$100 bills?
Oh, if you're pulling out a money clip with like $2,000 in hundreds, then yeah, that's hot.
I feel like that's very suspicious.
Yeah, that is also
I think the most cash you should have in your person is
$200.
$200 to $400.
I don't carry cash really.
I have cash because I like cash.
Yeah.
I also like. I also know that servers and stuff. It's better to get cash.
Yeah. It generally
So I
is.
try to tip with cash when I can.
Yeah.
I also like the expediency of pulling into a parking garage. It's $5 for parking. Here's a $5 bill. See ya.
Oh,
I don't have to fucking wait for a card to be processed.
I hear you
Parking
talking.
garages.
I know.
Hate it.
I like the digital money.
I hear you
I'm talking
talking
when
and
I
it
have a
makes
person.
sense.
When I have a person, sometimes you have people.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying makes sense to me, but like in my day-to-day experience, if I never had to touch cash again, I would be totally happy.
Yeah.
I've had this wallet now for like
It's
I
really
don't know
good
how
when
long.
you're traveling,
I
right?
haven't carried cash since I got this wallet. It's been 4 years.
Because when you're traveling, you're doing a lot more tipping,
True.
right?
Oh, that's true. You guys traveled.
If you go to a hotel, gotta be tipping everybody. In the
I
hotel.
travel a lot.
Tip
You
the
know what?
bellhop, tip the
I do
maids.
have a travel wallet. When
Pro tip.
when I go overseas or go down to Mexico, I have my other wallet.
Tip
Yeah.
the front desk. They'll upgrade your room.
That's true.
And at
That's
what
true.
point do you do that?
You just right when kind of you're checking in, they ask for your card. Just also hand them $20 and be like, and if there's anything you could do to upgrade our room, we're here for a special weekend. We'd love to.
I've heard that's true in
Ah,
Vegas.
that's
Like
a good
maybe they
place.
won't be able to upgrade it, but maybe they'll send you like a complimentary
champagne
bottle of champagne, which won't actually be free because you just
Right.
tip them $20.
But
But
you got something out of the
the
tip.
actual person gets to just keep that money, and you get to have some champagne.
That's clever.
rather than it
That's a
going
good
to
idea.
the management.
Now, what if I don't like champagne?
Well, then
Ask for
whatever.
just mention. I don't like champagne.
and if you could,
You're trying to fuck
if you
them.
could send
They're gonna
some
think you're trying to
oat
fuck them.
milk to my room, I'd love it.
No champagne, please. But I'll take another surprise in my bedroom if you catch my drift.
Okay, wait. We have a champagne story. So when we were in Charleston, we extended I extended my trip with Maggie for the weekend, and so we stayed at a hotel. I really wasn't paying attention to the dates, and so there was a day overlap where I had 2 hotel rooms. I'm like, I'm a fucking idiot. But they all came to hang out at my hotel room. It was the Hotel Bennett in Charleston, and it was a nice fancy place. And they had a couple bars, and one of the bars was a champagne and caviar bar.
Whoa.
And that was all you could
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And I'll
That's
post a photo
hot.
of it. The room definitely looked like a vagina. It was an all pink room with what must just be described as a giant vaginal
It was a
chandelier.
vagina.
A giant oval in the ceiling.
It was beautiful.
ceiling with an inner
It's a beautiful,
oval of crystals.
bedazzled.
It was gorgeous.
Jesus. Wow. That's hot.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a cool
But
ceiling.
we were like, well, we gotta get. Maggie was like, I've never had caviar. What's the big deal? And we're like, you've never had caviar. We gotta get some caviar. So we went and we ordered some champagne, and they weren't serving caviar because the kitchen was closed.
And I was like, the kitchen is closed.
Yeah.
It fucking comes in a can.
It's
Yeah.
caviar in
You
a
just
can.
I didn't
open the
think
can
you
and
had to
give me
cook
some
it.
crackers.
Oh, that's a vagina. Wow. That room really looks like a vagina.
it's a vagina.
Yeah.
But
I was
then-
a little annoyed that the kitchen being closed meant no one could open a can.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Walk me through the disappointment of not having caviar.
Well,
I know, right? I was disappointed.
so,
Yeah.
here's how it went down. We wanted to spend like a little too much money for salty
Salt.
fish.
It
That's,
became a bit,
Yeah, so-
you know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
the fact that the room even exists, that's stupid.
Right.
It's indulgent from the get-go.
course.
You're entering a vagina lounge to
Yeah.
eat little eggs. It's
Get it.
indulgent.
I
Get
took
it.
And
Sarah-
so we were
Do you get it?
disappointed that we couldn't have caviar, Miles. You
Yeah,
see-
that's
you
I get it.
You
And
get
in
it?
case you're out there and you're an audience member and you're listening,
Yeah,
you're
no.
you know,
And thank you for supporting us on
I
Patreon.
see where you're going with this,
There were
Miles.
5 of us.
that's true. And also, by the way, I know when to talk. I took Sarah
was
to
a
an
party.
unbelievably expensive restaurant for Christmas. It was a Michelin star restaurant. I spent more money than I think I'll ever spend on food ever again in my life. The meal total, I will bleep this, Rainey bleep this. It was
Oh,
Hell
for the
yeah.
two of you?
For 2 of you?
For the
That's
two.
more than I've ever spent on a
And
2-person meal.
I will never spend that money ever again. But I was
Impressive.
doing it. I went and we had just gotten our bonuses, and I was like, yeah, like let me. I want to do this. I've always wanted to do this. I'll just do it. It doesn't matter.
What restaurant was it?
Providence.
Nice.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
That's a good restaurant.
It was fucking great.
It's good.
Yeah.
I got a question though. Was it worth it?
Yeah.
So there you go.
I think because I won't because it was like I'm never gonna do that again.
experience.
You're
Yeah,
paying for
not
the
just the
memory.
food.
you're paying
It's the
for a memory. Well,
experience.
we
Yeah.
talk about it all the time. It was like this.
I think
you know.
extravagant food is one of the best ways to spend your money.
It was really wonderful.
I think it's fun. It's art that you get to consume. Like it's beautiful. The service experience is beautiful. The alcohols are normally nicer. Like every part of it is better.
It was lovely.
And it's special.
Yeah.
And I think even like I took Jared Popkin on a friend date to an expensive restaurant.
That's so fun.
Well,
That's
because
adorable.
like Becky and the girls were down in Palm Springs. I was about to go on this tour. I haven't hung out with J Pop in a bit. So I was like, Jared, you want to go have like a nice dinner and go listen to jazz?
That's
And
really
we went to
cute.
Gwen.
That's a hot date.
And we went to Gwen and like had a really nice steak and like really nice sides and nice cocktails. And it was just like lovely. And next to us were clearly people on a first date. And so we were just sort of like having a romantic date. And
so
you know,
cute.
it was an expensive dinner, but it was like so fun and worth
Yeah.
it.
Take your friends on dates.
Take your friend on
I
a
love
date.
that idea.
No, that's
Grab
nice.
your buddy and take them out to dinner.
I'm gonna fucking do that.
Yeah, and then go see like jazz or go like. And we're in
Yeah.
LA, so there's lots of stuff. You can go see magic. You could do a lot in LA, and it doesn't have to just be with your lover. Could be with someone else you love in a different way.
Treat yourself to a nice time.
So listen to this. We got rejected for caviar, and yes, we were disappointed.
We were disappointed.
And so it became this thing where it was like the theme of the weekend was I gotta get some fucking caviar. we're in this seaside town.
gotta get me some caviar.
I'm on a hunt.
I became and Maggie at this point was like, I don't really care. And I'm like, yes, you do. You gotta eat the caviar. So we're out, me, Eugene, and Maggie, and we go to this raw oyster bar. It's delicious. And they have a crab and caviar thing. And I'm like, yo, we've just upgraded the game.
Wait,
We're-
so that photo you sent wasn't from
Oh,
the
I'm not
pink
the
place?
Just wait,
Oh,
just
okay,
wait.
okay.
So I'm like, yo, not only are you getting caviar, you're getting crabs and caviar.
Huge.
For $10, a bargain.
Oh, wow.
That is a bargain.
It comes and it's like this tiny little moose droplet of like whipped mayo crab with caviar mixed in, and she eats it in one bite and she was like, that was good. I'm like, but that wasn't it. That wasn't
yeah,
the
it wasn't what it
experience.
is.
Yeah.
She's like, no, I really liked it. I'm like, Maggie, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're getting you caviar.
Wow.
So then we go back to the Vagina Lounge, and I'm like, it's closed. And I'm like, fuck, okay, tomorrow. And she's at this point, she's really
Does
over
not
it.
care.
But I'm getting it.
Yeah.
We go back to the Vagina Lounge. They're doing tea time. We met a bachelorette party.
Whoa.
Shout out. They said they watch You Can
Sup,
Sit With Us.
ladies?
Didn't mention the tripod, but
good.
that's cool. And they're doing fucking tea time. And they say, actually, we don't serve caviar on the weekends. And I'm like, but my plane is tomorrow morning. And she's like, well, they'll serve you caviar outside. And I'm like, okay.
Wait, what?
I mean,
So-
they don't serve caviar on the weekend.
The Vagina Lounge is a tea room.
That's so
it's
weird.
little, like,
It's a champagne lounge too, though.
But once again, it's just a can. All you're doing is opening a can.
We'll give you caviar if you go outside. Go out to the back.
your little canned fish eggs out there.
So we go and we're sitting. It's on the edge of this park. We're watching a cheerleading squad practice, and they bring us out a tray, and they pop it open. I got to keep the caviar key,
Cool.
which I'll never use again.
Caviar key.
Yeah, it was about. I mean, if you make like the OK symbol, it's about that size.
Yeah.
And it was that much caviar. I didn't ask how much it was going to cost. It was $100.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Yeah,
For
caviar
just
is
That's
a
how much
little-
it costs. That's how much it costs.
Yeah,
I know it's
unbelievably
expensive. But it's if you've never had caviar, you just don't understand. It is like the best salt in the world.
And it was served with these little mini pancake things that you
like a
put it
scallion
on.
pancake, but without scallion.
So those,
Uh-huh.
those
But
little
mini, like
tiny
this big.
pancakes were like the size of a silver dollar?
Yeah.
The photo
The
did
photo
not.
really made it all
Yeah,
look
I
huge.
thought they were like, solid, like,
Oh, real pancakes?
I thought they were this
sand dollar size pancakes.
Oh, you thought I was feasting on caviar.
I did. I
Yeah.
thought you had like the big tin, which is more like I don't know, like a fist
$300?
size of, but not that deep. But that's the width. Of
It turned out that it was for me. I ate most of it.
Yeah.
and
It's
I
good.
loved it.
That's true.
Yeah,
I ate
mean,
about $50 of caviar.
It's good, and if you have the opportunity to try it, I think do it and get a bunch of people together so you all get a taste, and it ends up being like kind of an expensive bite for each person, but you get an experience.
You know what Maggie's review was? She goes, I think I'd prefer olive tapenade. And I'm like, okay.
That's baller.
That's good to know. It's way cheaper.
Yeah. I think the
Look at your
only
face. Look at Keith's face.
olive tapenade.
That's really fun.
This was like
the same fucking game. Are you fucking kidding me? Olive tapenade.
she's like, it's black, it's salty.
chopped up black salty stuff. No, no. I like like olive tapenade. Fine. It's not caviar. Oh my God.
Next time you have us over, you should like have a caviar spread and then just this one's for you, Maggie, and just give her olive tapenade like a Trader
like an
Joe's.
ice cream scooper. Just plop it onto
Do
her.
you think that we just kind of trick ourselves into liking it more though because it's expensive?
100% yes. I think that
They
eating
probably
caviar,
like a hamburger better than caviar.
I think
it's just about setting.
It's about being the
But
type of person who has caviar.
I think it's the type of setting also implies like spending money.
yeah.
If you're dressed up in a suit and you're
Right.
going to see the opera,
Right.
a burger doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but what if a burger was $100 burger? You'd be like, wow.
It probably has caviar on it.
caviar on
It
it.
probably has, Wagyu
It
caviar.
probably has
gold.
some sort of goofy nonsense on it.
Yeah.
Do you hear about the guy who made a fake restaurant, the #1 rated restaurant in London on Open Table?
Oh, I do. Yeah, that was a great story.
Incredible story. This guy just made a fake restaurant on Open Table that had no reservations available and started writing fake reviews
Oh
for
my
it
God.
over and over until it got written up in magazines.
Yeah.
And then he started having people come and they would blindfold them and bring them to his backyard and then bring them like literally
Microwaved
dinners
plated.
fancy plated. And it was like the #1. And real people started writing reviews and it was like the #1. It's just all perception. Because I think
He
caviar
took pictures of his
story.
foot
Yeah.
and sold it as a ham hock thing, and and he dressed it around, but it was his foot.
It's amazing.
It was like
brilliant.
his heel. It was like his heel was sort of cropped out of it, and it was
wow.
his foot.
That's so funny.
Wow.
It's brilliant.
It was cool.
But
Marketing is everything.
Yeah, it really
Ambiance is important.
Caviar is more about the experience. I think the
Although,
only times I've had caviar were
I
at this
think that
job.
experience is about spending money though.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
What is it?
Because I
It's
don't
fish
really.
eggs.
No, but who's
I don't think I like
Those
it.
deep Pete's.
I don't think I like it very much.
Oh, I love it. I think it's really good. But there are different types, and some aren't as good.
who's fish? What fish?
I don't know.
Like a koi.
I have no fucking idea.
And why is it like fish lay eggs all the time? Why is it so expensive?
Truffles I like a lot.
That I get. Why
I
it's
like
expensive.
truffles, but I think they're overpowering often, and I don't get to taste anything else's on
Keith
the
and I
food.
are feuding rich people.
Yeah.
I know. I like truffles. I like caviar.
I like olive tapenade. Are we
Well-
just gonna call this episode "The Try Guys Are Little Rich Bitches"?
Yeah, I know. I was like talking about fancy
It's nice
foods.
to have an expensive thing, but I also fucking love a good $3.50 cheeseburger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck
I
yeah,
mean,
dude.
something about those cheap, simple burgers. I would prefer that to a truffle burger.
Yeah,
I prefer
same.
classics to be classic.
Yeah, like a smash burger, fucking
Yeah,
burgers
just-
never say die. One of my favorite burgers places.
Excellent
There's a reason
cheeseburger.
for it.
Your
Great.
corner burger stand.
Yeah, just
I have this
fucking
place called like
great.
Jack's Classic Hamburger, and it's incredible.
So for the final episode of the No Recipe Road Trip, it was a pizza making challenge, and I had the idea to make a squid ink pizza.
Whoa.
Infusing squid ink into the dough. That'd probably be like a $70 pizza.
Yeah, that's great. That's wild.
Oh yeah.
You know, sometimes it's really annoying to go to the store and get back and you realize that you forgot that one thing that you meant to grab. And especially in this day and age, it is great to have options. And a really awesome option is DoorDash. DoorDash connects you with the restaurants you love right now and right to your door. And now you can get the grocery essentials you need with DoorDash too. Get drinks, snacks, and other household items delivered in under an hour. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door with the contactless delivery drop-off setting. For a limited time, you can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code TryPod. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code TryPod. Don't forget, that's code TryPod for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
We had a couple of those throughout the trip. I mean, Keith made. Well, I don't want to spoil them, but he used
spoil it.
He used some gold flakes when
yeah.
it was
Oh,
unnecessary.
nice.
Call it
Yeah.
a tease.
Yeah, it was good.
It's fun to be able to be on a TV show. You can ask for kind of ridiculous things.
Oh, that is cool.
And they'll find it.
Yeah.
And they're like, I want gold. I want gold. Edible gold, please.
for me, please.
My cousin was visiting last night, and he was in LA with friends for spring break. So I was like, okay, what's your food itinerary? And he was telling me everything he was doing. I was giving him tips. But the one thing that he hadn't done was tacos, just like good old cheap taco. So like last night, like I'm bringing you out to eat. Uncle Zach's or cousin Zach is paying, and I got $3 tacos with him.
Yeah.
And I could tell that he was a little disappointed, and then he ate it, and he's like, "Yeah, that's good stuff."
Oh man.
What's up, Jack?
Jack's here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Jack.
Any
Thanks.
caviar with this?
Lunchtime
Any
episode
caviar
of the
with
TryPod.
this?
Right.
Any
All
caviar with
right.
this?
Thank
Oh,
you. Yeah,
Thanks,
I do wonder if we should eat on the mics. Who knows?
Yeah, people are gonna love that.
Yeah,
Well,
people-
we've talked about food for so long.
I know. I
It's
did start getting hungry.
time to eat it.
I
It is
do.
late. We're normally we do these back to back. We had a little gap in between. I haven't eaten any food today.
It
You've
smells
eaten it all?
strongly of garlic. In
I
here.
love the
Got
garlic,
the garlic
smell, though.
spread.
I can't. I feel like I can't have enough garlic. I feel like people are like, "Oh, you got garlic breath? It's
agree.
too much." I fucking loaded up. A recipe calls for 1 clove. It's 4 cloves.
I mean,
I say that in every episode.
That's the best, man. Yeah, I've been eating a lot of ice cream sandwiches recently.
That's not good.
No, I know. I've been sort of like, maybe I should cut it out. But it's been
Thank
ice
you,
cream.
Jack.
Oh my God, look at these fries.
I want to fry.
You want to fry?
One person, I feel like someone tweeted at me like shaming me for shaming your ice cream eating habits. They're like, "Don't do that. Don't shame him." And I'm like, "Yeah, but maybe he needs a little shame."
Well, not that I'm eating. I think it's just that I eat so many. And recently I got worried I was lactose intolerant. I've never had stomach problems, but I recently had like a couple ice cream sandwiches.
Back problems, stomach problems. Are you a little Zach Kornfeld?
I'm
or
getting
what?
older. Yeah, you might be a Zach Kornfeld if
you.
Ooh, pita. Yeah, I'll take a
Y'all
pita.
take some pita?
Thanks,
Bell
Jack.
peppers rip your guts apart.
Jack, what did
You might be a Zach Kornfeld.
Well, Jack, what did you get for lunch? If you want to put it on the mic.
Yeah, I got myself an endive salad with some apples, some walnuts.
That sounds delightful.
That sounds
Dark meat, yeah.
You little fancy boy.
That
sounds wealthy.
That sounds really nice.
That's a pro move. You know
I
what?
didn't
Next
even-
time I order lunch, I want you to go, "No, you dumb bitch. Order the endive."
Thanks, Jack.
We'll always eat.
Well, let's continue.
I don't even know what endive is. We should do a deep endive on that.
It's like a cat. Yeah. What's your, so, I mean, while we're sort of talking food, I guess we just got to continue the thing.
I'm gonna eat soup, which is the least offensive.
Are you going to suck soup down on the pod?
Dip it.
Oh, that looks really nice. Keith's currently sucking pita through a chip or something.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
so-
what
so-
I'm sucking pita through a chip. For all you listeners out there who want to see what I'm doing, I'm sucking pita through a chip.
Now, some of you may be upset that we're eating on camera, but others, I want you to know, they've always wondered what it's like to eat with us, and that's the experience we're giving.
oh, should this be our new podcast? You can eat with us.
Yeah. So I got the hero wrap, and I want to explain why.
Hero.
Hero. I feel like I just
Hold on to a hero for lunch.
sometimes when you get the plates or something like that, if I get a plate, I'm like, oh, this is so much, but it's, you know, it's not. I like the hero wrap that it's like, I know that for today I'll have lunch and it'll be one thing.
That's true.
That's a great point, Miles, and I'm really glad you shared it.
Yeah, I just think it's good to deep dive about food. Ned, here's a question for you while your mouth full. You're feeding your kids all sorts of stuff. Now, are you like, I want my kids to be adventurous eaters. I want them to eat interesting things.
Oh, yes.
And
It backfired on me. There was a period of time where I was encouraging my toddler to eat spicy things. And then he said, it's spicy. And I was like, yeah, it is a little spicy. He's like, no, it's too spicy.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay. And then there was a period of time where he like stopped trusting me.
Oh no!
And
God,
like I would offer him bites of things, and he's like, "No, I don't want it." And now I've built up trust again. But
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah,
Beautiful.
Cautionary tale.
Yeah, cautionary tale.
You
Don't-
might want your kids to be adventurous, but you also have to kind of follow their lead.
That's a really good point.
And
Yeah.
really, if it's something spicy, like describe it before you just sort of be like, "Well, try it."
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I think I fear that my future children won't like to eat sort of crazy seafood, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, but also people change. I was
took me
such a
forever.
picky eater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
was the
point.
pickiest eater as a kid. I wouldn't
Oh,
eat
yeah?
salads.
And you've changed?
because of like, well, I'm picky by necessity now.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, you are poisoning yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now it's because of poison.
You wish you could eat all that.
I love
poison.
eating
The
stuff. I
poison's
love
delicious.
trying stuff.
Yeah.
But
Like crazy seafood.
Yeah.
I mean, as a kid, I didn't eat any seafood. It was gross.
Really?
Right? Like, yeah. But you grow up.
I think it's maybe when I feel like when we
grow
The
up.
vibe has shifted.
No, the vibe is totally weird now.
This is, by the way,
you can fucking eat whatever you want.
a great hack for us to not interrupt each other is to just shove food in our mouth.
Well, actually, so I had a couple things planned, but we had such a good conversation earlier in the episode, we didn't get to them. But I think now is as good a time as any to sort of bring them up as you guys are eating. Yeah, that's really good. And it was a bunch of would you rathers. We obviously did a bunch of slumber party games on You Can Sit With Us.
Oh, yeah. Things got wild over there.
Things got really wild. And
I was shirtless on the table.
that's right. Keith was shirtless on the table. They did a shot off of you. What if we do where we do Jello shots? How's that for fun? Anyway, but I wanted to do some would you rathers. So while you guys are kind of chewing, etc., I wanted to give these to you. Would you rather have? A lot of these are gross now that we're eating.
I thought that having one bite would satiate me, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay, I just need to know." No, now I'm realizing that I'm starving.
Yeah.
Would you rather be constantly itchy or constantly sticky?
Ooh, that's tough.
Is tough.
Sticky. Because itchy is like pain.
Yeah,
I think I
itchy's
could learn
pain.
to live with stickiness.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, maybe I'd start to kind of like it
There
after
might
a
even be
while.
benefits. Yeah, to sticky is like, sometimes you're like trying to grab your receipt, but also your bags at the grocery store and your wallet. But if I could just stick my elbow to it and walk away, I got my receipt.
Itchy would be like torture.
Being sticky is a superpower. Itchy's a burden.
You can climb up walls if you're sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you live in a
They
humid,
ever call him Itchy Man? Oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
if you live in a tropical climate, you may be sticky all the time.
You might be, yeah.
You might be.
You might be a Zach Cornfield.
You might be a cornfield if
If you have honey all over your body, you might be sticky.
All right, well, we did that. Well, how else can we kill time?
I can stop eating.
I'll tell you about watching Cars 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And they made about like 14 little shorts.
Did they?
They sure did.
Wow.
Every little type of genre you can think of, Mater goes on an adventure.
Wes is a fan.
He's a big fan.
You like the
does he
Pixar
say-
series Cars.
Did he say ka-chow?
He's not quite that much of a fan yet, but
Ka-chow.
yeah.
What's Mater up to these days?
He was in a film noir episode. He was a daredevil.
I tell you what, this lady walked into my office dressed in red, and I didn't know what to think of her. So I just asked her to sit down, and we found out her husband was cheating on her.
Oh my God, Mater.
Much, yeah.
Wow. So Mater, so you're watching sort of Mater.
I uncovered a murder mystery that led to how California was stealing water. Chinatown.
Ah, yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Forget it, Lightning McQueen. It's ka-chow.
But they're pretty. I mean, even Cars 3 is like most.
You like that one?
The
That's
third,
really good.
when they're kind of like making the 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. I never
Pretty
watched
good.
Cars 3.
Pretty good.
I didn't see Cars 3 either.
I'm not
Ned.
sure if I watched Cars 2.
Yeah, it's sort of about him like coming to terms of like getting older and
He's
not
a car.
being the thing.
I'm
anymore.
a car.
I thought Cars 2 he hooks up though, right? Or is that Cars 1?
Cars 2 has that crazy sex scene.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just hard fucking.
There's honking everywhere.
I honked.
Cars 2 was a little.
Did you honk?
It was a spy adventure.
Not even close, honey. But so Cars 3, I remember the trailer came out.
Cars 3 trailer's intense.
There's a Demolition Derby scene, which made me remember when we did Demolition Derby.
That was dope.
Kind of made me want to do it again.
Well, speaking of momentum, would you rather have a bell go off every time you're horny or never get horny?
Oh, give me the bring on the bell.
The bell is
Ding, ding,
livable.
ding. Yeah. It would be
Yeah.
livable, and people would get it. At a certain point, they'd be like, oh, he's horny again.
He's horny.
Excuse me, everyone.
Shit.
You
I
excuse yourself.
don't need to do anything. I excuse the bell, please. Sorry.
I mean,
about
it may
that.
help with communication.
You come home.
Sometimes you fart, you don't mean to. You have to say, excuse me.
You're horny. You
Yeah.
have to say, excuse me.
It's really just if it happens at like an awkward time.
Yeah, do you think you
Like
can
a
hold?
funeral.
Funeral wouldn't be great.
Can you hold in the bell?
Sorry, I let my mind wander.
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
The way you can hold in a fart, do you think you can hold in your bell? You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it just gets
Soft-ting.
louder when it actually rings.
That's a honk.
Yeah, that would be hard. Yeah, you don't honk when you're horny.
I honked.
I honked.
I honked.
Sorry, babe.
Did you honk?
Here's some good fries.
Aren't those
They
good?
look good.
I know they're like they do
chomping
the thing
them
where
down
they're
over there.
crusty.
Do you think you can throw in like a dart into my mouth?
I could, but then I think Miles should do it.
Well, they're
Yeah,
because they
try to
are
get
technically
fry.
my fries. Here we go.
And that I took without that. Wow, your mouth is so.
I thought you were gonna move. Keith, I threw fire. Keith did not flinch or move.
Full on cleared his head.
No. He said throw it like a dart.
Like a dart
into my
All right,
mouth.
he's wearing glasses. So here we go. Get ready for this.
And the throw, and it hit him in the
Close.
shoulder.
it was close. Yeah.
Okay, now you throw that fry at me.
I want to eat it. The other one's behind the couch. We'll find that in a few months.
I dropped.
Yeah,
a
we don't
blue-
move that guy.
Nah.
I dropped a blueberry in my car today, and I'm just gonna let it.
Oh
So
boy,
Go
happy
on its
this
journey.
office doesn't have rats. Am I right?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Could be soon.
No.
We should get some like gerbils for the
Ooh.
office. Raise morale.
Good.
Man, we were on a fucking roll, and then Jack opened that door.
I know.
And brought in lunch.
I know it was one of the best episodes we've ever had, followed by one of the worst.
That lunch crunch.
Yeah.
Maybe people appreciate the calm.
I'm sure some
Meandering.
people are into this. I certainly am because I got to eat half of my shawarma wrap.
Yeah, I get why you're into it.
Actually, I kind of want to eat the rest.
I also am back in the soup.
You got soup for lunch, Keith. Speak on that.
I got food, but I also got a side of soup. The soup sounded
So you're
good.
starting
I'm
with the side of
jealous.
soup.
I didn't see it as an option. I would have.
I feel like soup sometimes I want to drink out of a cup instead of
If
using
I'm being
spoon.
honest with you, this is more like tomato sauce and soup. I feel like I'm eating spaghetti without the noodles. It's good,
That
though.
is good.
It's good.
Put some pita in there. Rip it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I ate on my beat already.
Want more pita?
Yeah.
Sarah was eating salsa.
That's gone now.
He tried to catch it.
I never get
sailed
that.
right over
It's-
him.
it's gone.
And now
Sorta
it's
tried to catch it.
behind the couch.
I don't know where it is. I don't want it, though. I'm going to get it.
I will say, Miles, that anytime like your kid like starts to enjoy something that you really like,
Yeah.
it's very exciting.
I bet.
Like
That makes
he was
sense.
all butter noodles, and then one day he's like, "Wait, red sauce is really good."
Whoa.
And he was just eating the red sauce out of the jar, and I
That's
was like,
cute.
"Okay, well, we don't do that usually,
You don't necessarily.
but I'm glad that you like it."
That is
Keith
very
is
exciting.
fully. He was on all hands and knees. Now he's fully laying on his stomach, reaching underneath the couch, and he's got the pizza.
He's got it.
And did you find the red fry? No. Damn.
And Zach, you were there for Wes's first hot dog at a Dodgers game.
Oh, he loved it.
Now he wants to eat nothing but hot dogs.
Yeah,
that one
I
almost
believe
went
it.
like too far.
We've all been there.
Hot dogs are fucking baller. They're so bad for you.
Yeah,
But they're really, really
So
good.
delicious.
I think that like there was a period in my
Salty.
life. Oh, so salty. There's a bar called the Bordy Barn in Long Island that's like a crazy fucking shit starting bar.
Ooh.
And you go and all these kids are there and
you
you
fight
fucking
people?
Well, I mean there are fights, but there's really intense security, so they don't get it. But it's only open on Sundays in the summer, and it's like a crazy. You go
Lord's
and you
Day.
get wasted, and it's great. But one of the things they have at this bar that's really, really awesome, and it's like all kind of outside, is they have hot dogs for $1. Oh. And there's a big hot dog
Like
stand.
Home Depot.
Fucking $1, and you go, and you get wasted, and you just like get 5 hot dogs. And
Wow.
go to town.
Rachel brought us to a strip club.
Really?
Oh yeah, we did tell
How did we
that
not
story.
talk about that in the first episode?
So we're in Atlanta, and we were hanging out. Our hotel was right by Ponce Market. Super
Yeah.
fun. And
Midtown.
Rachel just goes, "Oh, I have a surprise for you later." And we're like, "Okay, cool." And we get there, and it's so the first person goes, "Okay, it's gonna be whatever, $5, $10. No photos, no phones, no flash of any kind, even Snapchat. You're out of here." And we're like, "Okay, cool." You go to the second person. "Okay, it's gonna be $5. No photos, no flash of any kind, no photo, not even Snapchat." And then you're like, "Oh shit." And the third person like, "No photos of any kind. All right, thank you." And we're like, "Wow, this place is intimidating."
Whoa, yeah.
And so you enter, and you already have like this thing built up. And now I'm going to pause on our experience and explain what she meant to show us.
Yeah.
So this is a place called the Claremont Lounge.
The Claremont Lounge, the oldest strip club in the nation.
Whoa.
And it's a dive bar, very small.
One of.
And the shtick is that it's not just the oldest strip club, but you also have the oldest strippers.
Oh my
and
God.
so when she went, she actually was there her husband worked on the TV show Atlanta.
Yeah.
And so she went with Donald Glover, which is the coolest
That's
shit
really
ever.
fun, yeah.
Rachel turns out is maybe the cooler than all of us
She's led a
combined.
cooler life than us.
Yeah, it's
fucking
true.
cool.
It's true.
But her and Hiro Murai were watching, and like you have, I know, right? It's fucking it's so
love Hiro
infuriating.
Murai. I know
so
she's
do
friends with him.
It's fucking fuck that. But like you have, it's fun and funny, and it's not like strippers. It's like, you know, an old woman kind of wiggling
She was
around.
like, they all have tassels. You don't see any nudity. It's just like a fun vibe.
Yeah.
It's a fun energy. It's a cool spot.
Yeah.
and you have other like different body shapes and sizes, and people that you don't normally see stripping, and like it's just fun.
Yeah.
Now we get in there, and the first person stripping is one fully naked.
Oh my
I
God.
would say traditionally young and attractive, and is doing that kind of like acrobatic stripping where they're like doing basically like ab workouts, and so
What?
on her back, slowly raising her legs, exposing full butthole to us, and it's like,
Oh my God.
And I should say that I knew we were going somewhere goofy, so I was too high for this.
We were high.
I was way too high
Yeah.
for this.
It was not what we expected, but here's the best part of the night. So while the stripping continued, it was like, well, that's just, you know, okay, we're going to be here for an hour because we paid the money to get in here. We got cash to buy drinks. Like, okay, we'll be here.
Which I wish someone had brought me the cash.
Would have been better. I think this is part of the inspiration for the thought of how we need cash because we used all of Net's
There was
cash.
like 5 ATMs in that strip club.
yeah.
I should say after that first person, it became more what we signed up for. And it was very fun and funny.
Yeah.
Right.
So at some point,
Wide
this-
diversity of body types, ages, and experiences.
this guy gets up and he's like, how's everybody doing tonight?
There's 2 stages. He's on the second stage.
And he's like, all right, now I've been all around the world. I've been partying all my life. I know you guys like to party, but you guys, I've never had party as hard as I have here. This is the best place to party in the world. Get hell yeah! And it was, I was like screaming and hooting. I was like, so we're doing karaoke tonight. What? It's gonna get wild. I want to see some raucous partying. I'm gonna kick this off with my lady with a classic. Oh, no. I'm not kidding. This is exactly except that they're much worse at singing. So it's a terrible
It's someone
version.
singing L is the way you look at me, as if they've never heard the song before in their life.
And then halfway through, they just start adding dirty lyrics to the song.
Oh, wow.
And then that seems to be
Can I
the
sing
thing.
it?
Yeah.
V is for vagina, but sorry, fellas, this one's minor.
It's gross. It's all gross. And then other people sing, and they're also singing poorly,
It's
but
terrible.
putting dirty lyrics in. I put in to sing, of course.
Yeah, of course.
And I go up there. I'm like the second person to sign up. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going. I'm doing this. And I put what I always want to was a dumb choice of an amazing female. So I chose There Are Worse Things I Could Do from Greece.
Yeah.
Which I thought is great. We're in a strip club. It's like a sultry
Beautiful.
song. I'm like, this will be fun. I think this will actually go over well. It'll be confusing at first, but then people will like it. And he just does never call me. He's like jumping around the
wow.
list to only pick like classic bar favorites.
And you
Oh,
hear
wow.
him going like, all right, next up,
Let's see.
Flow Rider.
Jack is going to do Shorty Got Low. And bottom
right.
jeans.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. You don't know what you're missing.
But it was crazy to have this, like, it was a karaoke song and then a stripper.
Oh,
and
really?
then a karaoke
Very
song.
weird.
and
Yeah, they
then a
kind of
stripper.
alternated. Yeah.
That's fun.
The best was
And the
this-
main stripping area was like behind the bar. So you were about 5 feet away from it. So in order to tip the dancers, you had to kind of crumple up a dollar
throw it.
bill and throw it.
Yeah.
Rather than it's just sort of, right in front of you. So there was, every stripper kind of had a bit where, they would place the
bucket.
a bucket somewhere and basically encourage people to play basketball.
That's really fun. Wow.
The best
game.
one was this woman was like full on twerking to 2000s emo. So she was like she's like doing like you would expect like Migos was playing the way that she was dancing, but instead it was like in the end it doesn't even matter.
Awesome.
It was so funny.
It was funny.
That's really
It
good.
was a funny night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really funny night.
And that's the time Rachel brought us to the strip
Yeah.
club.
That's a good story. I'm glad we ended on that because the episode
Yeah.
was really
It was a
dwindling.
low point during lunch.
Yeah, I was like,
The lunch
As
break of
most
the
days
podcast.
are. As
It's,
most days are.
Maybe something we won't do again.
yeah. But that story saved it.
Yeah, we got there.
Yeah.
Maybe you're looking for ways to spice up your workday. Perhaps it's a lunch break at an inopportune time, or maybe something else. Either way, you probably need some advice. And for that, of course, we have the youngest and least experienced of us who's going to give you some advice. In his segment, he calls Advice Will Go for Miles with Miles Bonsignore. And now it's really time for us to continue eating.
And you,
I'm very into this genre. Is this one of the ones where you make shit up? Here we go.
oh yeah.
Hold my hand. Put it on your waist. I'm trying to kiss you. When I had the thought that I would be your boyfriend. Touch my hand to yours. That's how we're gonna kiss. No thinking, just go for it. Lips and teeth and lips. Me and you kissing on the dance floor or in my car. Either one could be just fine. We just gotta kiss. We just gotta kiss.
At no point did you mention advice.
Well, I've realized the bit is when he makes up the song, it's actually completely unrelated. It's as if he's just trying to practice for his like Second City Conservatory show.
Album coming soon. What's up, Miles Nation? How's y'all doing tonight?
All right. Yeah. Give it to us, Daddy.
Have you ever wanted to think
Different.
Apple products? Have you ever wanted your thought to be so deep that it makes it seem cool and fuckable?
Every day.
Red turtleneck.
And have you ever wanted your penis? Pen is pen. To be the arbiter of your destiny?
I've ever wanted my penis to be the arbiter.
I want you to journal. Sorry. Hey, Rainie. Sorry. Wait.
Hey, Rainie,
Sorry,
what's up?
Rainie. No. Come in. Sorry, I was just in the middle of it. Yeah, what's up?
Oh, thank you.
Ned's.
Sorry, Miles.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Oh, yeah, Ned's got an appointment.
That has a date.
Yeah, sorry. Right in the middle of one of them. I've been working on this for
So
months.
say it. So your penis is writing something?
No, I want journal.
We want people to journal.
I want you to journal.
Okay.
While you were saying that, tell me if this is a thing. Penis mightier than the sword.
Yeah, I think that was a thing in second grade.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is that fun?
But I
Is
want
that
you
funny?
to. No,
Yeah, it's
but I
funny.
want.
Is that an original funny?
I
that
think
just made?
journaling is
It's
actually
not.
good advice.
I've heard that.
I've been journaling.
a lot.
I heard about journaling recently, and I started to do it. Not much, but
What are you journaling?
I go to a coffee shop and I sort of have my notebook out. Bye, Ned. Ned left.
Ned hates.
I
this
saw
advice.
Ned texted Rainie to interrupt to say, "Hey, you have an appointment."
Hey, while you're out there, can you bring me $20?
But my advice to you is to probably journal, because I think it's just fun to do. And
You
just,
on that Bujo train?
No.
We did a whole app about this.
I remember the Bujo app, but I do think that what I'm thinking about is just sort of free. Like, these are my thoughts. Just fucking, here are my anxieties. I'm worried about this. I want to do this. This would be fun. Oh, yes, I like this stuff. And then you just sort of get it on the page. You don't even have to look at it again. But it's just
Yeah.
kind of a fun thing to do that I've been doing.
So tell me if I've mentioned this on the pod. It was recommended to me, and I did it 3 times, and I loved it, and then I stopped.
Yeah.
It's you wake up and set a timer for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Before you do anything, before you check social media, just free flow write.
Free flow writer, yeah.
It's you don't have any agenda. You don't need to write about anything in particular, and you will find whatever wants to come out will come out. And it's just, again, you don't go back and read it. It doesn't matter. You can go back and read it. It's cool.
Are you writing with a pen?
With a pen, if you want to. I mean, I think you can type, but that's a different experience. I get frustrated with handwriting because I feel like I'm not fast enough.
I'm slow as fuck.
Yeah.
See, my thing is actually, I got worried about that too, but then I was like, no, embrace each word.
It's less about what you're saying and more about just being there. And it's a really nice thing. I can't recommend it enough. And I haven't kept to it, but I loved it.
Yeah. And so I started doing it and it was kind of cool. But I think that it's just more about like getting your thoughts out. So
I don't do it.
I didn't do it before.
I've tried before.
Yeah.
But I was never a diary kid. I was never a journal kid.
I was a big diary
It was
kid.
just never my thing to write down things. I also don't really read.
Sure.
You don't really read. That's
Don't
right.
really read. It's just like that's not the media and engagement of my thoughts that I do. I've liked so here's something I do that most people don't do. I don't listen to music in the car almost ever.
Yeah. It's
Me
weird.
neither, really.
I think
But I started to and I like it now.
I do sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm wanting to listen to an album. That's the only time. But all the times, if I'm just doing a quick trip somewhere, I'm like, I'm not going to put music on. I'm just going to think.
Oh, that's cool.
I just think.
Sometimes to me, because I'm such a podcast boy, I listen to so many podcasts, and then I find that what I'm trying to do is like not think. So then music is an opportunity for me to be like, yeah, this is a cool thinking time.
What I like, okay, I have a thing about journals and a thing about podcasts. What I've noticed with some podcasts is that I'll put a podcast on a topic, and it's just kind of background noise for me to then ruminate on something I'm working on. So like I listen to a screenwriting podcast, not because I want their advice, really. Sometimes I do, but like just them talking about their thing, I then find, I haven't been actually listening for the last 10 minutes. I'm just now in my own world while smart people are talking. I don't know why it helps stimulate my brain.
Yeah.
On the topic of journals, for me at least, the mistake that I found in the past was trying to almost keep a ledger, right? If you're approaching journaling as I'm going to capture everything I did in my day, it kind of becomes a burden.
Yeah.
At least for me. And I'm like, this isn't fun. I'm just like trying to remember, which is why I found I actually preferred the morning version of it, which is just what's on my mind right now.
Yeah.
It's almost like therapy in that like you just start talking and see what comes out, but it feels like flossing your brain. You just
It's a brain flosser for sure. So that's my reco.
it's a good one.
Miles' recommendation of the week.
Miles' recommendation of the week.
Oh, Keith!
no, you
Keith!
Only a tiny drop.
You spilled tomato sauce soup.
Yeah.
I heard a recommendation from a friend who heard it from Blake Lively that she likes all her furniture to be lived in.
I agree with Blake.
What does that mean? Like farted on?
Don't use no coasters. Let's get some rings on here.
I fucking hate coasters. Just get a freaking sealed table.
No, she wants it to have.
I mean, that's cool too. But
Have you ever gotten nice coasters?
I don't give it. No.
Then they're decoration.
Just get a cup that has a coaster on the bottom.
What?
Get a cup that's not going to leave a ring because that's got
Get a
freaking
cup with a coaster on the
coast
bottom?
ups. This is my new business.
You think this is a good idea?
Wait, I love
Can
this.
they go in the dishwasher?
Sure, I don't give a shit.
But how will it be different than the cup in terms of condensation?
Because there's
Exactly.
a coaster on the bottom.
But the coaster, if it's part of the cup, won't it also share the
No,
condensation?
because that's freaking how they thought in the 1870s, Keith.
It's a little silicone layer connected to the cup.
So there's a little reservoir for the coaster cup water.
What if we? How much do I need to build a foot onto
Gap.
the cup
Yeah.
before? Okay, here's what it is. It's a cup
Yeah.
that then has like a dam, like a built-in
dental dam, yeah.
that it collects the condensation, and then another layer that is the coaster.
Or it could be like a cup in the air that floats, but it has like
Magnets.
a glass. No, it has like a glass handle that goes down to the bottom.
Yeah.
So that way the moisture is actually you can put your hand between it. Right.
That's kind of what I'm picturing, but
Yeah.
less of a gap. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
like
this
that.
is. I think this is a thing.
This is really good.
And you know
It's
what?
honestly like a wine glass. Is kind of
Ned's
cool.
not allowed to invest in either of these.
That's right. Yeah, well, it is a wine glass, by the way.
Wine glass with a goofier shape.
A wine glass wouldn't leave a ring, right?
It can.
Why?
Because sometimes people just spill stuff on it.
Oh yeah, if you spill something on the wine glass, then yeah.
Yeah, I think that wine glasses are meant to not need coasters, but sometimes it seems like they do need coasters.
I'm trying to live a coasterless lifestyle.
I like coasters.
Do you think the audience would be offended if I ripped a fart right now?
Only if you put the mic nearby. But I think you probably should.
Would you guys be offended?
I mean, we're about to end the show. We'd have to do an afterpod, but maybe you could rip a fart on the afterpod.
If the fart is offensive, perhaps I'd be offended.
Why don't we hold it for the afterpod? Thanks to listening,
give our
everybody.
Patreon something exclusive. I get
go
it.
Listen to the Patreon. Yeah.
Sorry to the Patreon listeners.
Do you ever fart in your house when you think no one's listening?
You
and
gotta
then your
say that.
significant other
Sometimes
hears
they
it,
hear from
and
across.
they really judge you because it's like one of your unencumbered farts. You're like, I'm gonna really go for it.
Dude, Sarah and I fucking rip nonstop in front of each other. I've never not been farting in front of my wife.
And you know what? That's love.
That's love.
That's something.
No, dude, I'm not gonna fucking. How comfortable are we that we're just fucking passing gas a la carte?
Yeah, but sometimes you have one that shouldn't be heard.
No,
Or
and I've heard it.
experienced.
She's heard mine, and
They shouldn't be experienced
No,
necessarily.
look,
Sometimes they smell horrific.
we
and you
hide
don't want to
nothing
do
from
that.
each other. We're just fucking farting on
You
each
poop
other.
with the door open?
No,
That's
You
good.
had something.
I just think a partner. I think that if you have to fart in your own home, you should have free reign.
It just
And this
depends
is
on
kinda
what
my
the
home.
farts are.
So I should do it.
should own the
There's a level of acceptable fart and a level of unacceptable fart, I think.
But sometimes you don't know till it's too late.
Exactly. But once you had
We
one,
should have said. We gotta say. Okay,
but once you've had one, you know that the next ones are also unacceptable. So you should excuse yourself.
It kind of sucked back up into my body.
well, maybe we'll try to push it. We'll try to push it back out on the after.
I'm
How
gonna
was I
try.
supposed to eat that much rice?
Yeah, it's a lot of rice.
Jesus
Guys, thanks so much
Christ.
for listening. Another perfect episode. If you want to invest in Cash Me Outside, how about that?
Cash Me Outside is a good name for
And the slogan
Cash
is,
App.
how about that?
How about that?
Keith hits with the official TryPod theme song.
Cash me outside. How about that? Cash me outside. I'd like some cash with me. You can give me your cash. I'll pay you a premium for the cash. It's the TryPod.